Yeah, can we please have Gabe start by himself?
Hey y'all, welcome back to Neo Soul House, where we dive deep into the songs, the stories, and the souls behind R&B and neo soul. I'm Natasha, and today we're asking the question, who is Erykah Badu? Let's go back to Dallas, Texas. February 26, 1971. Erykah Abi Wright is born into a creative household. Her mother is an actress, her environment rich with performance, rhythm, and movement. Young Erykah already feels her calling. She attends Booker T. Washington High School for the performing and visual arts, surrounded by peers who are also breaking molds. Theater, dance, voice, these are her early playgrounds. She briefly enrolls at Grambling State University in Louisiana for theater, but by 1993 she knows her path is music. Her stage name evolves to Erykah Badu, a name rooted in spiritual energy, in scat sounds, in self-expression. By the mid-1990s, Badu is recording demos in Dallas, freestyling under radio spots, carving her sound. A chance arrives when producer Kadar Massenberg hears her work and signs her. In early 1997, she drops her debut album, Baduizm. This isn't just another R&B record. It glides on hip-hop rhythms, jazz flourishes, soul sensibilities. The single, On and On, arrives and the industry begins to take notice. She emerges not just as a vocalist, but as a voice. Let's talk sound. Listeners and critics compare her voice to jazz great Billie Holiday.
Southern trees.
And when you listen, you hear reason. The phrasing, the space, the depth. But Badu isn't imitative. She's inventive. She draws from multiple legacies: funk, soul, hip-hop, spoken word. And she opens doors for what neo-soul could become. Her aesthetic is equally bold. Towering head wraps, Afrocentric jewelry, oversized sunglasses, all part of the vibe. She and her style say, I'm rooted, I'm spiritual, I'm free. Her second album, Mama's Gun 2000, reveals a shift. More introspection, live instrumentation, personal lyrics. Tracks like Bag Lady become mainstream hits, yet still maintain artistic integrity. Then, further on, comes New America Part 1, 2008, and Part 2, 2010. These full of experimentation, social commentary, soundscapes less concerned with radio hits and more with message and mood. Badu is evolving, and you hear it. If you're loving this exploration of Erykah Badu, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to Neo Soul House, and drop a comment. What's your favorite Badu song and why? Let's build a conversation together. What is she talking about? Her themes: the self, identity, love, Black consciousness, spiritual healing. She doesn't shy away from referencing African roots, raising questions about purpose, about community, about energy. In songs, you'll hear metaphors of leaves, trees, cycles, cosmic rhythms, and she backs it with performance and persona. She invites you to listen, to feel, to reflect. Let's zoom out to cultural impact. Erykah Badu came at a moment when R&B was safe, sometimes formulaic. She fractured that. She brought back the live band feeling, the jazz sensibility, the space for improvisation, the emphasis on message, and she did it while staying authentically herself. She helped define the neo-soul label, but as she has said, she resists being boxed in. Her influence shows in artists who came after her, those blending soul and hip-hop, those carrying conscious messages, those styling themselves in Afrocentric fashion and rejecting mainstream gloss. Beyond the music, Badu's not just a singer, she's an artist, a fashion disruptor, a spiritual being. She talks about holistic healing, community work, even her home studio, Badudio, being a sacred space of creation. She uses art as living, not just entertainment. Her fashion choices become statements. Her head wraps, her layers of talismans, all speak to a larger self-expression. Legacy and trajectory. 15, 20, 30 years later, her impact remains. Her early albums stand as classics. Newer artists still reference her. She continues to tour, collaborate, evolve. For first-timers, yes, start with Baduizm, then go deeper. Mama's Gun, New America. Listen with intention. Ask, what is she exploring here? What vibe is she holding? You begin to pick up the threads. Why does she matter to us at Neo Soul House? Because her story mirrors what we love: authenticity, depth, musical bravery. She taught us that soul music could be thoughtful, could be buoyant, could be experimental. She reminds us that identity and culture matter. When you listen to her, you hear a heritage, you hear a future, and you feel invited to participate. So who is Erykah Badu? She is Erykah Wright transformed, a voice from Dallas who became a movement, a woman who bridged soul and hip-hop, fashion and message, creativity and consciousness. She is the queen of neo-soul because she made a space for introspection, for groove, for depth. She matters not just for her hits, but for what she opened up, for artists, for listeners, for Black culture, for music itself. As you go back into her catalog, listen not just with your ears, but with your heart. Feel the rhythms, the words, the spirit, and carry them into what you listen to next. Thanks for joining me at Neo Soul House. Until next time, keep your soul open, your mind curious, and your heart listening.